Right on. Hello,
Oh,
Fantasy Goats. How are you this evening? It is Friday, July the 11th, and we are getting into the second mock draft of the
yeah.
summer right here up on the Fantasy Goats. What's up, all the goats, all the big time mother loving goats and does, and a one doe, of course, our very own Sniper Mel. What's up, Brent baby? What's up, Husot? The motherfucking Husot's ready. I know he is. He's ready to run through a wall. We're gonna take a couple more minutes. Couple more minutes, goats, to see if we. Well, look, are we all filled? Well, we're filled.
Yep, I joined. I think Jax joined too.
I do see this. Okay,
We got
dokie.
three goats. Three goats involved here tonight.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure. I was going to say, but forget it. There's nothing really else to say. Can we talk about my pick in the SFB in round 11? Well, why don't we talk about it right now? Unless you want to wait until he gets selected late in this draft. Sniper Mel is on the clock, or was on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and goats, in the Scott Fish Bowl. By the way, congratulations to making Warrior Bowl 2025. I'm in Warrior Bowl 2025 with Sniper Mel, with the T Dote. Rhino, I know that you're waiting for your invitation, but Sniper Mel,
No, I got an invitation. It's
oh,
not in the
you,
league yet.
that's a second email.
Yeah,
That'll
I'll
be
have
a
to, I'll
second
have to,
email.
I'll have to check the junk mail.
Yeah, that'll be a second one, or check the junk mail. Yeah, so the Warrior Bowls are starting to round up the divisions, starting to fall. But Scott Fish Bowl is definitely underway. We've been talking about it all week. Sniper Mill is on the clock, was on the clock in round 11. Damn near one person timed out. I do have that knowledge. And that person timed out Cam Ward. So, I mean, that's not like it's the worst
Oh,
consolation to time out to in the 11th. And Sniper Mel now has Ray. Don't call me Crybaby Davis. Sniper Mel selected Ray Davis, Rhino, in the 11th round of the Scott Fish Bowl. Your
that's a
thoughts
nice pick. Nice pick.
on Ray Davis? Well, you're not the James Cook owner,
No.
so therefore you could. therefore, if you don't have any shares of James Cook, then you're completely fine with Ray Davis. However, you know he is probably coming in still number two in the depth chart for this Bills backfield behind James Cook. But he showed real nice glimpses last season. He did. He showed that he's able to break off nice explosive plays, long chunk plays. Um, they utilized him early on too, so it wasn't like he just like came on late in the season. Like he was put onto the field, if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
rather early. Like I don't know about week one, but it wasn't like this was like a week 15, 16 onward for Ray Davis. He got significant playing time
Yeah,
throughout
he
the
showed
year,
some glimpses of some
and he
some
showed
breakaway speed. Some
and
good.
he showed nice glimpses. Now here's the thing, also, which is really where Ray Davis's value really comes into play. Should something happen to James Cook, now you got yourself a starting running back in the 11th round. Sieg, I want you in a real league. Fuck this monkey ass shit.
He don't want that smoke. He couldn't handle that smoke.
I mean, well, hold on, this dude right here, Brent, actually wound up like beating me and beat the doc last August. Well, last January, by like a point or two. Now, granted, that's best ball format, but he wound up taking third overall
Nice.
while I took fourth overall by a few points. And secondly, I make a mental note of this because I could very easily just like go from League Five next year over to League One, or we're the ones that might have to move from League One to League Five if you happen to become the next fantasy coach champion. James Cook was already gone. Yeah, we know James Cook was already gone. Brett does want the smoke. I want all the smoke. I think we've got the JX Fantasy Warrior in the house. How's the audio coming along?
Blah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, brother.
We certainly do. We certainly do. Let's get this party started. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the fantasy jury, I deliver to you the Fantasy Goats Mock Draft 2.
Oh.
Okay. We've got Willard is going to take the first spot, and followed by Brent, our friend over here. The Sniper's got the third spot in the draft. Imagine that.
I think Josh Jacobs in the third spot.
Imagine that. The third spot. No other spots.
It's going to be interesting to see where the quarterbacks are falling down in the tier 4 that we talked about the other day. The Mahomes, the Williamses, the Loves, and all of them.
See. Okay, so we got the pretty much the 1-2 chalk, which, you know, again, this is the way it's going to go. Basically, I would say 98% of fantasy football drafts are going to go with this start of Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson. There's only one, maybe two snipers that would take Saquon at 3, but it's not a terrible pick.
She has more faith in him than I do at 3. Because I'd take Jahmyr Gibbs, either Gibbs or Jefferson right there, or Lamb, one of the 3.
Oh, GT.
By the way, Alvin Gentry by Rugby Rob Goat. Holy smokes. We've got Justin Jefferson at the 1.6. That's not bad. We got Brent over here coming in at the 1.7. Brent. We got 2 Brents in here. I know Region is B77. Brent Utley. Do we know Brent Utley?
He might be from the Baby Goats, maybe.
Oh, well, I'm sure that we do know Brent Utley. I like Barkley. We know you like Barkley. Barkley, I'm sure, likes you. It's just again, the only knock on Saquon Barkley for the 2025 season is the fact of the amount of work that he got last year. Late into February, mid-February. Same, doesn't matter. It was like close to 500 total touches. Uh-oh. Come on, man.
Come on, Brent.
Come on, man. Are we going to get – come on.
What's your guys' thoughts on the Najee Harris thing? News. And do you think alcohol is involved?
Najee the Pirate?
Could you imagine if he comes out there with an eye patch? If he comes out there with an eye patch, he might be RB1.
Yeah.
The Who's So Dog loves it. On Ross St. Brown. Well, we know where we're going here. This is the easy tap.
Well, I'm not going to do the same thing twice. I'm actually going to take a strategy here that I'm not very familiar with, but I'm still going to pick a wide receiver. But like I said, I'm going against everything I believe. So I'm going to take Puka right here.
Good, and you'll give me the opportunity now, folks.
A Rams fan sniping a Rams fan. No.
Now, Goats, I'm going to select the Malik Neighbors. I'm going to go on record right now and say the Malik Neighbors will not finish anywhere near this area of the draft come 2026. He's going to finish all the way over here where we see Jamar Chase. That's number 1. Number 2, this would not be the first time I've selected Malik Neighbors. I've actually gone up in the round. I've actually selected Malik, number 2 overall. But I'll be more than happy to take the best wide receiver of 2025, wide receiver 1 right here at the 110. Now we got the Who's So. It's going to go with Nico. All those targets, all that work. That leaves me with, see, I'm already starting to love this build. Well, I know I'm loving it.
Oh my gosh!
I'm already loving the build. Now I'm just going to sit back and watch the rest of this. No,
this is an easy pick for me.
Oh God!
Rock.
Of course, you're going to be one that's going to take CMC because you know how I'm going to fade his ass.
Look, this is it's the same story that we've been saying now for like at least 3-4 months now. CMC, it's a huge crapshoot. This is like the biggest roll of the dice. If he winds up playing 17 football games, you're going to get elite, top tier, RB type 1 production. If he misses time, it's going to be a big whiff.
A big whiff.
It's going to be a big whiff.
I end up going back to back Brian Thomas and Drake London. I haven't been stacking wide receivers to start drafts, but those are the best options I think for right now for me. I'll probably go depends what comes around with me. I'll probably go receiver, running back.
Did you say defense? No, you couldn't have said that. Brent Udley is now in the auto because Brent Udley decided to auto. That's all right. Bleed Blue SMJ started with a nice Amon-Ra St. Brown and then Devon Achane. Are you in or out on Devon Achane, guys? Have we?
I'm in.
It's been a little while since we've spoken about Mr. Achane in detail.
I'm in because I think they're going to use them more split out and in the slot this year. Because those targets to John Newton's going to go to somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe they should go to the second highest paid wide receiver on the team. I mean, that's the That's the only thing that doesn't have me sold on Devon Achane. Like, you have to get Jalen Waddle back into the offense, and Achane got wide receiver targets last year. I mean, give those targets to an actual wide receiver.
Here, Tua wants to get the ball out faster. Rightfully so. I'm not sure how much faster Tua could get the ball out of his hands. I'm being serious about that. Like, he was already getting it out like in and around 2 seconds. So, like, how much faster could he really get the ball out of his hands to someone that's playing out wide or in the slot? So that begs the question. Then who else is there that could be the recipient of like a really like fast catch, of a fast toss? I think
Screens.
I think yeah.
Wide receiver screens.
Yes. Yes. Soib. How are you this evening, Soy Goat? Marvin Harris Jr., Mike Evans, or Devontae Adams in the third. These are all.
I told him Adams for me.
These are all pretty nice third-round selections, especially Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Let's go, T.
Oh.
Marvin Harrison Jr., we've seen gone a little bit later. We've seen him go a little bit later. I can see Darren Waller.
No, you can't see nothing. Unless you have a magic 8-ball, you're shaking it, and he says, play Darren Waller. No, you're not seeing nothing, Hussein. Come on. Get back in the lab, kid. Get back in the lab.
It's true. He checks in with me almost every night. What's going on, Shepard? What are we up to, Shepard? Like, how's the lab, Shepard? And I give him everything that the lab is being worked on. You know, like everything that we're working on in the lab, we tell him, we share with him. Of course, we share with him. Darren Waller isn't something that we're sharing.
No,
not positively anyway.
He's a jag. He's gonna be a jag, and a very low end jag too.
He's a rapper.
Well, he's a jag for a rapper too.
He's a rapper. Oh, sniper! Look who I see in the queue. I don't really have a queue, but we're gonna try some different things out here. That's what we're definitely gonna do. We're gonna try some different things. See, I already got, all right, so I've got a hammer wide receiver, and I've got the hammer running back. What are we doing here? This is not a tight end premium, by the way.
This is, I don't like this.
This is not a tight end premium, and yeah, it's 15 rounds, right? 15 rounds. 3 wide receiver start, then 1 flex. So what are we going to do here? Marvin Harrison Jr. So you know what? I'm going to go back to Ohio State myself. As a matter of fact, I'm going, yep, don't take, I wish I had him on the team. Don't take my guy. Well, I know that this guy is not your guy. No, I got to see. I could take Garrett Wilson here. We're not going to take Garrett Wilson here. I know where I could get Garrett Wilson. I know where I can't. Damn it, JX. JX, I'm going to buy some smoke. Rhino, you ready for this one?
Show me, brother. Show me. Oh,
No!
is it Rashi or Rushy?
It's going to be
Mr. Rice.
It's going to be Mr. Rush Goat this season.
I like that pick a whole lot.
let me tell you what influenced the pick a little bit, and this should not be a surprise. So, not only was Pat Mahomes on Kay Adams, but so is Xavier Worthy.
Mm-hmm.
I think just the way both of them are talking about how they are going to kind of like, aside from like a theme of having fun out there, because then the rest will take care of itself, which, okay, that's great if that's how you guys like really want to like go into it. But like they really feel like they are loaded at the position. They really think that they are just going to throw it all over the yard. There isn't going to be one guy. It's going to be several. And I think this team is going to put up a lot of points.
And that's what we were kind of speaking on the other night. We were talking about the quarterbacks, how they've said that this is the best wide receiver room they've had in a long time. You know, not just only the Worthies and the Rashee Rices, but they're saying Royals is showing up and showing out too.
I was very impressed with the interview with Xavier Worthy. So I mean, like, yeah, we all know Mahomes is polished as all hell, but Xavier Worthy, who's only 22 years old, just spoke very he spoke very, very like good football, high football IQ wise. Like it didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was a good interview where we were able to get some good nuggets away from it, like not without him actually spilling total beans. It was one of those. I encourage all of you to take a look. Go to Kay Adams. She does a fantastic job. She is fantastic for other reasons, and check out that interview. That's all. I was so gonna take Kenny Walker just to take it. Nope, you can't. This is my Skywalker. It's my Skywalker. If things shake out right with Kenny Walker and the Seattle Seahawks, this could be his best season. But the problem with Kenny Walker, folks, is I feel like we've been saying that.
Yeah.
We've been saying, JX, we've been saying that, right? I know you're not in on Kenny Skywalker.
So you literally have two running backs, so either be pretty much risk it or biscuit, huh?
Yeah.
UMC and Walker.
I just can't hope that he carries a portion of my team. You know, the percentage that I need him to carry. I wish we could see him for 17 games, because I legitimately think, man, he could have a 1,700-yard season. He could have an 1,800-yard season. I think he's that good of a runner, but he just can't play 16 games. He dang sure can't play 17. Now he can't play 16.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What up, Mad Max? How you doing, brother?
Members of the Fantasy Goats. Jerry. The incomparable. One and only. The Mad Max Goat. Need to let me in on one of these so I can whoop up on you some more. Yeah, how many in one of these? This is just it's a mock. This is a mock. This isn't anything for real. Nothing at all. Although Sniper Draft says this as if it was like a regular draft. Like we're sniping her players.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
I would encourage anyone to try different builds, try different players. That's why I moved all the way to the 9th spot over here, or 10th spot rather. I want to see what else falls in different areas, drafting with other people.
That's the funny thing about Moss, because you could do different things.
That's it.
Go different places. You know, do one in the first 3 or 4 spots, and do one in the like 4 through 7, and then do one, whatever, 8 through 12.
Of
And
course.
You'll see where people land and different, how things shake up, because your draft's going to look different from the 12 spot than it is good from the 3 spot.
and especially with one that's coming up, Mel, the Warrior Bowl, that's just going to be selected for you. You don't get to select. You don't get to choose your spot like you do with SFB. You're gonna get a spot, and that's gonna be the end of it. This would never fall in a regular draft. This would.
So in the Warrior Bowl, they pick your spot where you're drafting.
Yes, and no, isn't this the exact same start in the Invitational? Not that it's a bad start at all. This is a bully RB 1 and 2. There's Devontae. There's Jalen, his friends Saquon and Jalen. What the hell is the Warrior Bowl? What's the Warrior Bowl? The Warrior Bowl. So who sells dogs?
So how do they choose where you draft from?
Random.
Oh, okay. Well, the way you said is like they pick your spot, not.
They do.
Okay, so it's randomized like all the other drafts.
Yeah, it's random.
Okay.
So when I say they, I mean like the algorithm. Yes. No, he knows what the Warrior is. Oh, is that me? Folks, what are we doing here? We're punting on the tight end position. We've already committed to that. Okay. Here's what finally.
Oh, Pickens is gone. Damn it, you.
And Mahomes went a couple of spots before.
Yeah, Mahomes went. He went.
So, yeah, we're not gonna do.
I was going to try to build Mahomes and running back, but that's not going to fly now.
You could just wait for Mahomes, like JX has been saying. You could just wait. Like there's plenty of Mahomes later in the rounds.
Yeah, I'm not that crazy about that pick, to be quite honest with you. But again, I just want to see how this looks. Again, I'm not big on the Lions. I think we're going to see them have a precipitous drop in their scoring, which they were number 1 in last year. JMO does stand to maybe still stay the status quo. If not, maybe do better. But I don't expect Amon-Ra to have the same season. I'm not big on Laporta this year.
Yeah.
No, I'm not in the FS7. This is a weird build for me. 3 wide receivers, 3 running backs, all rookie running backs too. But I like Trayvon Henderson. I think he can be a league winner.
I think he could be a league winner. Crenshaw.
Yep. And I'm not. It's funny because I'll be leery of drafting rookies, like especially running backs. But I've gotten a little bit more intuitive to that last couple of years, especially this year with how strong rookie running back class is.
JX, does Laporta stand to benefit the most from the offense taking a step back? It's possible. So, I mean, I don't want to. Max brings up a good point. Like, if they're going to regress, like, could we see Jared Goff maybe going back to Laporta a little bit more often than he did last year?
Yeah, I was just going to ask that before Max actually asked it. I was like, I think we all can be on the same page and say we expect a regression from the Lions. But usually when a team regresses, there's one guy who kind of pops out of nowhere, right? And I think it's going to be Jameson Williams. I know that Laporta had his tight end one season, but just like historically, Goff has never just like ultra focused on the tight end. I just think about even all the way back to when he was in LA, like he was looking at the guys on the outside or the slot guy, not necessarily just the tight end.
It's a valid point. It is. And I already prefaced the pick by saying I wasn't crazy about it because again, I'm not big on any of these guys. I think Ben Johnson's going to hurt them. I think the fact of them finishing first in total offense last season is going to knock them a few pegs down, so to speak.
But then you hear reports that with Laporta, Williams, and Gibbs, they're trying to design plays to isolate them too. So
Right.
that's why the preseason is going to be interesting because they'll play. I think the stars will play a little bit, not a lot. It'll still be vanilla, but even with it being vanilla offense, you're still going to probably get a taste of what it might look like.
And not to dispel what you're saying, but everything sounds good in the offseason, like like what they say about Mike Tyson, like you came with a plan until you got punched in the face, and you're like, I don't know what to do. So they may say, we're gonna design this stuff for JMO and Gibbs and Amon Ross and Sam Brown, but when stuff starts to get real sticky, the offensive coordinator are gonna go, I'm gonna just keep throwing it to Amon Ross, Sam Brown as many times as I can, and that's how we're gonna win or lose. Or we're going to keep giving it to Jahmyr Gibbs as many times as possible, So we'll just see how, that new play caller fills things out, and I hope he keeps spreading the football around.
Yeah.
But I also could see where he gets centric with one player, whereas we all think it's going to be Gibbs, and it just end up being Amara St. Brown or it's Laporta. I think it might be a straight kind of narrow path for that offense this year.
Calvin Ridley. What do you guys see Calvin Ridley in the 8th round? I like that value.
I like that. Okay, now that we're talking about Dolphins, we were talking about A-Chain earlier. Now we're talking about Jalen Waddle. 7th round value for Jalen Waddle. If it does wind up hitting, could be an absolute monster pick for Willard. Our guy, Danny Willard. I mean, Jalen Waddle, like 1,000-yard receiver, 2 out of the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, former first-round pick. Talent is all hell. Fast is all hell. And
him and Hill are just tied to what Tua can do, But then again, maybe, hopefully they, they upgraded their backup quarterback with Zach the MILF Wilson. And Ewers, the Dolphins. There you go. Look at that. No, that's why he's a MILF. That's why he's the MILF daddy.
That's why that's why this team is in real trouble.
Oh, I hope he plays. I really do.
That's why.
So this is what we learned this week. He hopes Zach Wilson plays, and he hopes that Kyler Murray just bombs.
Yes, I want Zach Wilson to play and be amazing, and I want Kyler Murray to be terrible, just absolute garbage.
You want everybody to crash out here in New York? If Zach Wilson does
yeah. I like action movies. I like violence. I would love for another New York quarterback to leave and revive his career.
Completely possible. Totally possible. We've got another one of our favorites, Khalil Shakir, went to Sniper. Nice pick, Sniper in the 7th. Khalil Shakir.
Love Shakir this year. Love him.
Godwin, my friend, my GOAT 23. I don't know if I would have made that selection. I don't know if I would have made the Jerry Jeudy selection, but at least Rugby Rob did not select Cortland Sutton. I don't see Cortland Sutton on his team tonight.
No, not yet.
Thank the good Lord. Jordan Addison's a really nice pick here, if it was made or not.
Rome. Nice.
Look at this guy, Rome Doomsday. Can't get anything past him. Can't get anything past the JX fantasy.
He's destined to be with me this year. I picked him so many times. I've reached for him. I've waited for him. He's going to be on my team across a lot of leagues.
I've missed out on him more than I've gotten him. Just barely, too.
The Rhinos running back room, ladies and gentlemen. Marion Hampton, who's got 2 eyes. RJRV, folks. RJRV and Travion I would say one of them,
See,
at least one out of the three, have to hit for the running back class that we just got drafted. With all the fanfare that they are coming in with. One of these three are going to hit. Or maybe Quinshon Judkins is the one that's going to hit. My running back. But
you took the one of the quarterbacks I was wanting. So hopefully one of my other quarterbacks comes back around. I'm pushing it right now. That's okay. Hopefully Cooper Kupp has a little bit of rebound this year. We'll see. I don't trust Seattle's O-line, as we all know. We'll see.
Where is this guy, man? Where'd he go? Is he selected? No. Am I going to time out? Oh, yeah, he's selected. All right, never mind. All right, let's go back over here then. And you know what? The Rhino's warmed me up. He's warmed me up. I'm going to give Rhino the credit.
There we go.
I'm not sure. I may have done the pivot. I started off on the Cam Scatterboo, and now I'm back in on Tyrone. I may have to go get both of them. Where's the draft board? Oh shit!
See, we get to talking, huh? We get to talking.
Draft board's right here. Oh my god. My apologies, everybody. No draft board until now.
Don't laugh too hard at my picks there, Disco. Trying something different.
Where is the draft board? At least so I was thinking the same thing. It would have been good if someone would have brought it up like round one, but that's all right. I'm going to chalk this one up to my fault.
Well, no, because we just started talking, and you start talking, we forgot. That's all.
Well, I mean, it has not stopped the flow of information. It has not stopped the flow of the sharing of ideas, the laughs, the good picks, the bad picks. What do you got here, Papa? Good to see you, fellas. What's up, the Disco big fella? Probably just got off of his live stream over on the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. This man's a motherfucking machine. Drafting best balls like they're going out of business. All right, so Rugby Rob is on the clock now after Jalen Warren just got selected by Dodging Devil. Let's take a look at the Dodging Devil. Oh, look at this man. This man went with the Bucky Kyron in the 2-3. Then Joe Shiesty. DJ Moore. DJ Moore is risky to me.
Jacoby.
Where? What? Who? What?
Where? Who took my guy?
Jacoby.
What? Someone else is on him? Someone else likes him?
Rugby Rob. He did that at the Vegas Live. He snagged them from me. 2 picks before I picked.
So like there's 2 people in this country that I think like Jacoby Myers, and they both drafted in the same spot in Las Vegas.
I think it's only because of Kobe. Only because of Kobe. If his name was Jack Myers, everyone would be fading him.
Jack Sawyer?
Thanks, Disco.
One of Rhino's favorite.
I wish he did a live draft on a Saturday or Sunday, dude, so I can join you guys.
He's got to have some time for.
Yeah, I know.
For his
Take
dogs.
care of that beautiful wife of his.
Well, I said the dogs. Yeah. No, the beautiful dogs, beautiful wife.
Yeah, he's got some good-looking pups there.
Beautiful family. It's the summertime, all wheels are up, baby, come September 1. All wheels are up. It's like 7 days a week. 7 days a week. Everybody else, just like sit back, relax on Thursday night, Sunday, Monday night. Let us do all the work for you. Well, if you guys do a show on a Saturday or a Sunday and happen to send an invite for me to join, I'd love to.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, the season during the season that we're on, not Saturday but Sunday we're on after the games, after the main slate. Where is Jonesy drafting? Where's Jonesy's drafting in Madison? No. That's not where he's from. Maybe it is where he's from. He's from that area over there, either Milwaukee or Madison. Where's Jonesy drafting? I don't think he's in Green Bay. Only Saturday and Sunday I have planned is the 24 stream.
Let me know.
Did you set the date for that yet? For the 24-hour marathon to benefit last season, if I'm correct, benefited palatial care. I know a little something about palatial care because I wound up taking care of my grandmother with an already qualified aide. So yeah, that's actually no joke. Palatial care.
No, it's not. I mean, I dealt with it with my wife.
Like one professional nurse / aide wasn't enough for like the last, I guess, 11 months of my Nana's life. Anyway, let's get back to nice things and fun things. Madison, yes. Palatial care, August 20. All right, hold on. Let's do that. August 23rd and 24th, folks. Many more details to come on that 24-hour stream hosted by the Big Draft Energy and Disco. Also, this coming Tuesday on the Give Back Show hosted by Rick Brucelis will be Austin Eckler. All-Pro Austin Eckler will be joined by Rick Brucelis on the Give Back Show to talk about his fantasy charities and how you could contribute, how you could join, where all the money that you contribute and join goes to the pros foundations. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I am not
either.
I am not Disco.
Unless something happens financially for me, then nope, I am not.
You could give me the winning Powerball numbers, and I will not be at the expo.
If I was close enough to drive, I would probably go, but that's a long ass drive from California, man.
Until I get over the delay and cancellation from last summer's attempt, that'll be the end of that. Sniper, how's that plug? We asked him where he should pick himself from. I'm not sure what that means. Sniper, that was a good plug. By the way, also, there's a link in our description for the show.
Oh, that's a great pick.
Then I will leave that up. I'm not sure how long I'll leave it up, but I'll leave it up. Well, I mean, I don't really have a reason to take it down.
I'm not afraid to reach a little bit on Caleb Williams.
I don't think that's necessarily a reach.
True.
I mean, you got to think about it. I mean, Patrick Mahomes went 5.8.
Yeah,
and you just drafted Patrick Mahomes at 10.1.
Yeah.
So.
True. True.
Okay, folks. Time to dig deep. No. Definitely no. We're in the wrong area. Oh, yes. This sounds right. That feels right. The running back that will take
Jordan Mason.
Dude that's going to take over for the injured Aaron Jones whenever the hell that happens. Damn it.
He averaged, what, 5.1 yards a carry last year?
Well, yeah, in a Shanahan offense. So, I mean, like, we got to kind of take
This
that.
is basically, this is still
This is-
basically the same kind of offense, you know?
You just finished what I was going to say, which is perfect. Yes, it's basically, it doesn't, not much should change in terms of them running the ball.
I was actually going to take him if he came to me, but he's going to see touches and significant touches in Minnesota. They're going to go back to Aaron Jones being a salt to pepper, a thunder to lightning, like he's been his whole career.
Yeah.
I don't see him being like that bell cow like he was last year. It's almost like they just were forced to do that, and that's not what they want him to be.
No, I don't see that working out 2 years in a row. Absolutely not. And just for the simple fact that they went out and aggressively went for Jordan Mason, like plucked him right off of that roster, I think it's just a matter of time. I do.
Yeah.
Even if he's gonna get work. I feel early in the season, and it's just a matter of time before he just winds up taking over the backfield.
I mean, Aaron Jones can still see 15 to 20 touches with Jordan Mason getting the exact same.
If everything's going right for the Vikings, yeah. I don't know if everything's gonna shake out like that though. Also, guys, Kraft is a dog.
We got to skip Jake Ferguson.
I don't.
I think he might sneak up on people. I think he'll probably be the third option.
I don't want the third option. I'm being honest.
I'll take 5 touches for 57 yards and a touchdown.
No.
As a secondary tight end.
Secondary for your team?
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
But then he's got to be starting, right?
He'll be starting when Ingram is on the bye week.
When Ingram's on the bye, of course he's going to be starting. So is that the week that he's going to have that stat line that you just gave?
Unless he's starting to ball out more.
And Ingram's not?
They're going to need to drop the ball off somehow to either him or Jaden Blue, because the O-line isn't the best.
I think, no, look, in all honesty, I mean, Ferguson will get his looks. He'll get his targets. It's not going to be that significant since they brought in now George Pickens to go along with CD Lamb. There may not be enough ball to go around now, but I definitely think he'll get some red zone looks. He'll get his opportunities. Just not that many at this point. Not anymore. So guys, we had a sub goal for training camp. Did you hear about it? I know you did. We wanted to hit 400 subscribers by the start of training camp. Training camp is in about 10 days, right? When's training camp? Training camp is about 10 days. We are about 10 subscribers away. Looks as though we're about to hit the goal. We really appreciate all of your support. Many, many thanks. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Please subscribe to the Fantasy Goats. Like this video. We're just getting started, baby. I'm doing good with the plugs tonight. Yeah, we've had trolls. We had trolls last season.
Yeah, we did.
Not to mention in the off season, yeah, we've had trolls. I figured out how to block them.
Dang, man, y'all still stealing my picks?
J.K. Rollins, baby.
All right, fine. This is why I don't do this. This is why I don't do zero running back. Okay, this is making me anxious, and I don't like it. My anxiety's through the roof. There's no one to carry me. and I waited a little bit too long. So I gotta go with a bunch of guys that hopefully the guy in front of them misses a little bit of time.
Trey Benson. Trey mother-loving Benson. RB2 off the board last season in a weaker running back class. If anything happens to Jimmy Connor, John Connor, he's got the contingent upside to take the freaking controls, man. 11.9, maybe a little early, but I get your anxiety. I get that anxiety. Me, on the other hand, going with a nice little sleeper play. Give me some red zone books. Give me some Keon Coleman over here. What pick TX?
Here we go. All right. And you know who I'm going to get now.
Wait a minute. Let me try to guess. I'm not even looking at the players.
Okay.
Give me a second. I just saw him also. Go ahead, just do it. Yeah.
My life is complete, man.
That was it right there. That was it. That was the play. The who soaked. He's got himself Brock Purdy. He's got himself Tucker Craycraft. Najee with one eye. It's my turn. How about, just for shits and giggles, just in case something happens to Bo Callahan.
I literally have all rookies on running backs.
I always wait so long on my running backs. You always wait so long on your running backs. I kind of feel like I'm talking to a different sniper here, because like all sniper does is just like grab the best running backs early, often. Strong running back room. I stare at it actually every night because I'm playing you in week 1. I see it right there, like in sleeper. So it's strong. Look, I like that start. I do. I like going bully RB, hero RB without the one. Might as well capitalize. Don't just take one RB. Might as well go get the next best RB in the next round. And you're kind of sort of punting on like elite wide receiver, but you could always find some guys later on. You can always find some dudes with upside.
I look like this.
Go ahead, Jakes.
No, so realistically, and because I'm a big hero RB guy, I believe in hero RB. There's really 15 guys at the running back position that can make a difference. There is potentially 64 wide receivers that can make a difference. Yeah. So I just play the percentages that way. It's like who knew that Jamar Chase would be close to being a wide receiver 1 his rookie year? I mean, I'm about the wide receiver 1, not a wide receiver 1.
No, he was close to it. Yeah, but
so it's like I'd rather take that risk on receiver than running back.
But here's the thing, and I think it plays perfectly right into this question or this statement. I just think you get more points out of the wide receiver. Well, we've spoken about this before. We've seen a resurgence. We've seen the resurrection of the running back, kind of, and I feel like that's because of the way defenses are playing teams. Okay.
Yeah.
I accidentally hit Dowdle. That happens.
That happens. At least it's in the later round and not like the 4th round.
Because defenses are playing a lot of zone, because they're playing a lot of cover 4, cover 2, cover 3, it's teams aren't stacking the box anymore as much as they used to. And so now we've just got a whole new resurrection of the running back. I think running backs may have scored I think more running backs in general had a better season last year than like the mass wide receiver group in general. And not necessarily the elite wide receivers like Lamb, Chase, Like the elite wide receivers did produce more. Yes.
And I think sometimes that if you do go hero running back, you're getting solid running backs. You might be getting like tier 2, tier 3 wide receiver ones, but what the points they make, the running backs will counter the points you might lose as at the wide receiver spot.
Oh, come on, dude.
Come on, man.
So Sniper, you said I just think you do get more points out of wide receivers. That's true, but the difference between the running back 12 and like the running back 14 is a crazy amount,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
difference between wide receiver, let's say 16 and wide receiver 25 is very small.
Very.
So it's like, yeah, they do get more points, but I'd rather just take the elite running backs, and then, like I said, take the chance that I may draft a Jamar Chase, a Justin Jefferson, a Lad McConkey. I'd rather take that chance than miss out on Jahmyr Gibbs or the elite running backs of today.
It's the perfect way to put it. It really is.
Brent in the second spot took one of my favorite dart throws, Deontay Thornton.
Height, weight, speed.
I just got his name. I just figured out the nickname. Thornton Mellon.
Who?
Thornton Mellon.
Thornton Mellon.
If Rhino doesn't know Thornton Mellon, then he can't come back until he watches Back to School.
Oh, okay. I know Back to School.
Thornton Mellon. Thornton Mellon. Kyle Williams, I love that pick by Brock G. Goat 23. Rugby Rob comes in with Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb might.
We're skipping defenses, right?
You're supposed to select one, but you don't have to.
We'll
Brent with the auto took Marvin Mims. Braylon Allen.
I was saved.
That was your guy too.
I was saved.
Fuck me.
I was saved. I got my RB1.
Fuck me to tears. Well, let's figure out another sleeper. That's all. Plenty of sleepers.
The background noise is probably the sleeper app.
What's Rashad Bateman still doing here? What's going on with that? What's going on with that? Why is Rashad Bateman going in the 13th round? I mean, was that just fluke last season? Was that flukish, or are they just like, okay, we actually have another competent wide receiver that we can rely on other than Mark Andrews, other than Zay Flowers, and other than another tight end, Isaiah Likely. Oh, we have another wide receiver.
You see it. They offered $13 million to Isaiah Likely extension and somebody said that think he can get $18 million. I'll see any tight end room worth freaking $31 million a year between two tight ends.
No.
Cedric the Entertainer is still hanging around.
Dang.
Cedric the Entertainer, what are you doing there?
Woo. All right. Dang. What am I crying about?
Willett, you're good, man. You are good, goat. I don't know if he's on right now, but he's drafting out of town fair. That's an absolute.
Damn, that's awesome.
That's an absolute mother loving goat.
That's legendary right there. Legendary.
Come on, man.
That's sleeper.
That's sleeper. You don't want if you're getting that means you're moving slow.
It's true.
You're not paying attention.
We got Cedric the Entertainer, Wandale Robinson. We've got a couple of picks before that when Jalen Wright could be a dark horse sleeper. There's Ray Davis at the 14.2 by the Husot. Goat took Ray Davis. Come on, man.
Oh, come on, dude.
Come on, dude. Jack Pesh. There goes Jack Bauer. All right.
Literally every running back I took was a freaking rookie. That's got to be a first for me doing any kind of mock draft. But I'm not, oh no, Daniel Rice now a rookie. Never mind. I forgot.
I've seen some of your builds. You've gone very heavy rookie.
I like the rookie class.
I don't know. I don't remember if those were mocks or best balls, or I've definitely seen them though. I mean, you
Yeah.
send me all of it, which is fine. I mean, but
I need the shepherd's approval. You know.
I know I'm not
Yeah.
going. I know I'm not going crazy. I have seen them though.
Yeah, I got to earn my stay on the show to make you, you know, if it's not up to your standards, then what am I doing on the show? Hey, Goat, get us to 400. Get us 400, and then I will do a moonwalk.
We keep you here for that smile and that and the moonwalk dance that's coming.
I'll do a moonwalk with a glove and a little hee at the end.
How are we not at 400 yet?
Uh,
How are we not at 4,000? I'm ready to see that right now.
I like the way you're thinking. We will be. From what I'm told, it like almost like it starts off like a little slow, and then boom, like a brush fire. It catches, and then boom. I know it's kind of like I was debating whether I wanted to use that analogy or not due to recent events, but fuck it. Fuck it. Brent Barker, baby. The goat's ready to play. All these goats are ready. How many leagues going to be in, Brent? How many leagues? Sniper is well beyond, close to 10. Brock. Sorry, fellas, I have to leave for a while. The first 2 4 spot. Yeah, no, let's take a look at that, Brock.
Yes.
Let's take a look at that Brock goat. Rhino. We got CD Lamb Chops, JT, and then 3 wides in a row. T. Higgins in the 3rd round. I love Mike Evans in the 4th. Okay, I'm not a big Mike Evans fan, but I like that stuff. I don't like where Mike Evans was going, which was around here about a month ago.
Yeah.
Over here at 4.9, I think you're getting him in the right spot, the right price.
Yeah, very good value.
DK Metcalf, we could probably make the same argument.
I like the follow with DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do also. That's a solid team. I mean,
Very solid.
The Godwin pick, I probably would have passed up. I love Njoku there. I love Travis Etienne there. I did the same thing myself where it counts.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler, look, go take a look at one of our latest shorts on Kyler Murray.
Well, listen to 2 of us. The other.
One of our latest shorts is like it's put up.
I love Tajay Spears, man.
Dude.
It's put up or shut up for Kyler Murray. If this dude
Drake May.
And the offensive coordinator for the Cardinals can't get that team more prolific in the passing game, then there's a serious problem.
One has to go, and it's probably the guy who makes the most money. They probably have to get rid of the offensive coordinator.
All Sniper's team has friends. We could all use friends. Friends are important, especially in fantasy. 5 to 6. That's manageable. Snipers and too many.
I'm right there with you, Sniper. I think I'm in 3 leagues with you right now too.
The Shepherd is coming in light, which is I'm all right with. The Shepherd is coming in light. The 2 upcoming charities, Scott Fish, Warrior Bowl, that's 2 upcoming. Then after that, it will be Dynasty Draft, 2 home leagues, and Beat the Doc. That's all I've got scheduled. I'm completely fine with that. I could actually use another one. Fuck it.
Well, and then
coming in light.
And then my Dynasty League, the Rhino Dynasty League,
I said the dynasty.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
There's no other dynasties. We're the only ones that are drafting in September. I have a trade for you.
I had that league. I had the ESPN league. I had the Dynasty Pulse league. I had the Bots league. The Warrior League still.
Our pleasure, Brock Goat. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Todd Gurley.
Hope to see you again.
I miss you, Go, forever, Todd Gurley.
It's like a pay homage pick. Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love it. Thanks for the back-to-back running back one seasons. I'll never forget
Is there a Steven Jackson pick? Could I pick Steven Jackson?
No, that might be a little bit too old.
No, you go ahead and search for him.
Is Steven Jackson in there? Nah, ain't no way.
Husso, should we go through your squad? How do you feel about it? I mean, other than the fact that it's a championship squad. He's got the King. He's got Nico, Alvin Kamara. I'm not in on him. Not in on Tyreek. All right, let's check out somebody else's team. No, I'm just messing around. I'm just playing with the Husso dog. This is just a practice round. Husso dog. Nico, I like Nico. I need to get more on board with the idea of Nico Collins as a really good wide receiver, and not just a fluke that since CJ Stroud joined the team in 23, all of a sudden now Nico Collins popped. But before that, Nico Collins was a dead man. So I got to get more on board with the fact that Nico Collins makes CJ Stroud just as much as CJ Stroud makes Nico Collins, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
Not a fan of mine. Why not? What do you mean? I should have taken Andrew. Ha! Bijan and Lad McConkey. Chase Brown. No, you're right. I'm not a fan of Cortland Sutton. Ted, I am a fan of. Caleb Johnson, I am a fan of in the sixth round for sure. TJ Hawkinson, if this is no tight end premium in the 7th round, steal.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd come back around to me.
As far as I'm concerned. Herbert, 8th round quarterback. I mean, like, this is what we've been talking about. If you're going to punt here at 3-5, Josh Allen, at 4th round for Jaden Daniels, that's a little late. That's great.
Yeah, I thought that was great value for Jaden Daniels. I was like,
very good value.
Let him get past.
Joe Shiesty in the 4th round. If we're punting on these quarterbacks here, but you could still get Herbert in the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could still get the promise and the potential of Bo Callahan in the 7th. That's a steal. Cam Scatterbo in the 9th could very well pan out. Here's his brother Tyrone Tracy in the 8th. They're going back-to-back rounds. It's unbelievable. I like it. What's there not to like here?
Yeah.
I like mine. I would have liked it even more with Tucker Kraft. I like mine. I like yours too. I like
too many Packers, Sniper. You have just enough Packers.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Well, she needs friends. She wants them to have friends.
Well,
they go out for dinner.
Right.
After the game,
Okay.
they go for drinks. They need to.
Okay.
She wants them to have friends.
Gotcha.
And that's good. Great point. Herbert is stacked now with McConkey. There's nothing.
That's a great. Yeah.
I don't know why he's disappointed. Caleb, that's a 6.11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Brent has some real strength in the running back room. PPR guy Chase Brown, absolute just boss in Bijan, and then you have a potential steal in round 6 who could be a top 12 running back.
Yeah,
that's some serious depth. I mean, Lad's going to carry you, and I even think T-Mac could carry you a little bit in the wide receiver room too.
Yeah,
he's going to see quite a bit of targets. I'll be very happy with your team, Brent.
The thing is, I'm targeting. Seems like I'm targeting more pass catching running backs this year than I normally do. But just because it's the PPR, most leagues I'm in are PPR. There's more upside to the pass catching running backs.
Should always want the running back. That is good for PPR. The pass catching running backs, without question. Without question. Some of these guys,
Josh Downs in the 8th.
some of these guys like Jonathan Taylor, and I'm not calling out anybody. I'm going through guys like Jonathan Taylor, guys like Chuba, David Montgomery. I'm not sure how much Joe Mixon's being asked to catch the ball anymore. Kyron. It's not that they can't. It's not that they don't have the ability. It's a matter of
the play calling.
It's a matter of what they're asked to do. Exactly. It's and the plays that are called and designed. Absolutely. Now some of them, it happens early where you get a drop or two and you're not really asked to do that again. Not for a while, not till you get it out of your system. DeAndre Swift started out as a pass catching running back.
Yeah.
Catching passes for the Lions like his rookie season. And it went away.
And that's always been his better strength too, is the pass catching.
It just gone away. Connor's pretty good. He's versatile. James Cook didn't catch many passes last season, although we know he's capable of doing it. I don't think he caught many. We know Saquon's capable of doing it. He didn't catch many. But Devon A-Chain caught a lot of passes. He's targeted a lot. Christian McCaffrey, we know, is going to get targeted a nice amount. I don't know what the story is with Omarion Hampton or RJ yet. Travion Henderson, we think will be a pass catching running back.
Hampton can do all. He can be a 3-down back. He can catch too.
Yeah, he can.
Are we considering this basketball ball or a redraft? Is this a basketball?
Basketball ball?
Basketball?
Basketball ball. It's a new kind of league. They try to dribble a football down the court.
Sniper, did you draft LeBron in round 7? What?
Basketball. Sniper's basketball. All right, this is a great show.
Yeah.
Do we have any more questions here that we can answer to the goats? This bad boy. Best ball.
Here we go.
No, what the draft? This mock, I would consider this to be a redraft.
Yeah.
Not a best ball. Wait. A was only 15 rounds. B, I didn't set it for best ball. I set it for redraft.
set it for redraft.
Yeah.
And I'm generally drafting almost the same way, best ball, redraft, or dynasty right now, too. So
She's talking to you right now, not me. All right, guys. Again, great show.
yeah,
We will be back, without question, next week. Want you guys to Husot. See Husot. Fucking Husot. I'll see you in the lab. We'll be back next week. I want everybody to have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Stay cool. Stay hydrated.
stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Yeah.
And be the difference, make a difference. Be blessed, everybody. And get us to 400.
We're probably there.
Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Yep,
Just keep saying that. Michael Jackson moonwalk.
that's right. Shalom.
Tonight's Friday night though, Sniper. So I mean, like, it's not as bad as like earlier in the week. Like now you're just exhausted, tired, and like the clock's running. Like maybe another pick or two does come in late because these people don't have work. Most I would say most don't have work, but the fantasy goats do. We're always in the lab for you.